Hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this, you're looking at the recap of day 2 of week 6 for our computer science principles class. No one was absent, but maybe you just want to look back and see what we did. So we did a quick warm-up. We talked about the need for addressing on the internet and why that's such an important foundational concept. And eventually we will be talking about the OSI layer model. And of course, this is going to be central to why that whole concept needs to exist. And if we understand this idea very well, then the following unit shouldn't be too bad. Then we did a battleship game, and there's an assignment that goes along with that, which is 020301, due Sunday the 11th. So please make sure you are working on that if you haven't yet. My objectives are that you explain the need for open and shared protocols and what a protocol is for communicating on the internet, explain what a protocol is, and describe describe the way the Internet Protocol, or IP, helps uniquely identify one another on the internet. And we didn't quite get to this fully, so we will be wrapping that up on our next lesson coming Monday. So the idea generally is we need to have addressing because to a computer, every other computer looks the same unless you assign some kind of number to it to identify it uniquely. We started off the activity by having you guys in small groups try to create a schedule that works for everybody, where one person meets one other person each day. And it was harder than initially I thought it was going to get everyone organized. You really had to talk it through. It was tricky. And then we made it a little more difficult by taking that same idea and going to an internet simulator and having to talk through there. And the trick with that is there is no identifying information for any message being sent through that system. So you have to identify yourself within your message. Otherwise, it comes anonymously and it is broadcast to everybody else on the network. So it's impossible to tell who the message is coming from or who it's intended for. And that, of course, makes it more difficult. So hopefully you came up with some problems, which were likely inability to know who's sending the message or people responding without identifying information. And potential solutions would be to always have identifying information within the message itself and have a standardized way of doing it. So maybe the sender starts off a message with their name and then ends up with who it's intended for instance, would be one way to solve it. Then we watched a short video by Vint Cerf. I'll let you guys check that out on your own. These PowerPoint slides are, of course, posted on my MCPS at the very bottom of week 6, as they are every week. This is where we're going. So this is something we're going to be taking a look at on Monday, but essentially the internet is a layered system, and we're going to be exploring those layers. We're starting with the internet protocol, which really occurs over here. And we'll take a look at these other things later. Then we played Battleship. So the idea was you played Battleship with 3 other people, or 2 other people, depending on your group, and you were playing simultaneously through the internet simulator. So you had to make sure that the messages you were sending were very clear in terms of who they were from and who they were for. Let's take a look at that assignment together, as that is the primary thing that is due right now. So let's see here. Underneath week 6, we can find the assignment labeled 020301. If you open it up, it looks just like this. Please note, I'm not grading this top part, so you don't have to worry about it. I am giving you 2 points for identifying problems with communicating in a system without addressing built in inherently and potential solutions. If you scroll down, I need you to create a protocol for me. So to create a protocol, you first need to realize what a protocol is. Protocol is something that's very, very clear and it's easy to follow. So it should account for all possibilities at each point in the process. It should not leave anything to my discretion as the user, and it should result in the same outcome given the same inputs every time. So what does that mean for our Battleship protocol? You should be coming up with something that's very, very explicit. It shouldn't leave anything to my imagination. I should know exactly what a message looks like. I should know what information each message should contain. I should know what order the information will be passing through your network, who's going to start the Battleship game, who's going to go second. That should be clear as well. Right here, you need to list all information you would need for a successful transmission to occur. And then I would like your protocol along with two examples, one from an outgoing and one from a response message. There's a rubric down here showing the point breakdown, so it's 16 points for the protocol itself and 2 points for this part up here, for a total of 18. And one thing that's important to note is you should make sure that your protocol has everything in it and you're not missing anything out. I'm also not giving any bonus points or anything like that, but encouraging you to challenge yourself by thinking of a way to do this in the shortest possible message style. So, for instance, this would be an example of a really short message you could send using binary to communicate information. So, for instance, you could have two binary numbers representing who the message is from, then two, the column, the row, and then some information that you're trying to send. That would be one way to do it. This is certainly not the only way. You're welcome to use this as the basis for your protocol if you like this system. You can certainly come up with your own as well, and it is possible to have a messaging system with fewer bits than this even. I have seen it done, but it is rather tricky to set up. So that would be everything. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to reading your protocols. Have a good one.